Ever heard a voice in your head telling you to do something you really didn't want to do? That's where Jonah's story begins. Jonah was a prophet, so hearing God's voice was part of the job. But this time, the message was different. God said, "Go to the great city of Nineveh and warn them. Their evil has come up before me." Now, Nineveh wasn't just some random city. It was the capital of Israel's most feared enemy, a place known for its cruelty and violence. Jonah didn't want to warn them. He wanted them to face judgment. So, what did he do? He ran in the complete opposite direction. He found a ship heading as far away as possible, thinking he could somehow outrun the creator of the universe. But you can't escape a problem you carry in your heart. Out on the open sea, a furious storm erupted. Huge waves crashed over the deck. The experienced sailors were terrified, praying to their own gods and tossing cargo overboard to lighten the ship. And where was Jonah? Asleep down below. When the frantic sailors finally woke him, they knew something was deeply wrong. They cast lots to find the source of their trouble, and the lot fell on Jonah. He confessed everything. "I'm running from the Lord, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the dry land." Then he told them the only way to save themselves was to throw him into the raging water. Reluctantly, they did, and instantly, the storm stopped. The sea became calm. As Jonah sank into the dark abyss, it seemed like the end. But God wasn't finished. He sent a great fish to swallow Jonah whole. For 3 days and 3 nights, Jonah sat in the darkness, inside the belly of the fish. It was there, in that impossible place, that he finally prayed. No more excuses, no more running. He owned his failure. He remembered God's mercy, and he promised to obey. And God heard him. The fish swam to the shore and spit Jonah out onto dry land. Then, that familiar voice came again. "Go to the great city of Nineveh." This time, Jonah went. He walked through the massive city, a journey that would take days, and delivered one of the shortest sermons in history. 40 more days and Nineveh will be overthrown. That was it. No fire and brimstone speech, just a simple, direct warning. And the most shocking thing happened. The people of Nineveh listened. From the lowest citizen to the king on his throne, they took off their fine clothes, put on sackcloth, and sat in ashes. The king issued a decree. Everyone, even the animals, must fast and pray. They turned away from their violent ways, hoping God might relent. And when God saw their genuine repentance, he did. He showed mercy. Nineveh was spared. This should be the happy ending, right? The prophet succeeds. The city is saved. But Jonah was furious. He marched up to God and said, "I knew it. I knew you were a gracious and compassionate God, slow to anger and abounding in love. That's why I ran away in the first place." He didn't want grace for his enemies. He wanted justice on his terms. Fuming, Jonah stormed out of the city, built a little shelter, and sat down to watch, almost hoping God would change his mind and destroy Nineveh after all. As he sat there stewing in the hot sun, God caused a leafy plant to grow up, providing him with welcome shade. Jonah was genuinely happy about that plant. But the next day, God sent a worm to eat the plant, and it withered and died. The scorching sun and a hot wind beat down on Jonah's head until he grew faint and wished he were dead. And it was then that God asked him a powerful question. "You are concerned about a plant you did not tend or make grow. It sprang up overnight and died overnight. But Nineveh has more than 120,000 people who cannot tell their right hand from their left. And many animals as well. Should I not have concern for that great city?" And that's where the story ends, with a question hanging in the air. We never hear Jonah's answer, because the question isn't just for him. It's for us. The story of Jonah is so much more than a man and a fish. It's about our own tendency to run from what God asks of us. It's about how easily we resist showing compassion to people we feel don't deserve it. We all want mercy for ourselves, but we're quick to demand justice for others. Jonah's journey reminds us that God's grace is bigger than our grudges, bigger than our comfort zones. It extends to everyone, especially the people we've written off. And maybe the hardest part of following God isn't just learning to obey, but learning to love the people he loves, even when it's uncomfortable, and even when it completely challenges our hearts. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that dives deep into life's biggest questions. See you next time.